Okay. Announcements. Copy text. Back online. We're going to release some VODs. Get some blowouts. Maps deployed. Record some VO. End game. The wheel's getting its spotlight back. The wheel's returning home. Gamba Cam is there. Well, just remember that nice lens. That needs to basically be against the couch. So you can see the bottom. That needs to basically be against the couch so they can see the bottom, so they can see what they hit. Yeah. And tilt it down a little bit. Gamble can. Oh, you can see tag-alongs. No, it's fine. Let them see the snacking. And now this way the chat. No. Leave it where it is. Move it to the right a little bit more. No. Stop. Go back to where you were. Turn the camera to the right. Perfect. Now chat's not on top of anything. Chat now has walls. No. Back the other way. Slightly. Stop. Chat now has wall space. Can you pick up the napkin that's on the floor next to it? Yeah. Okay. There we go. We have high quality Gamba Cam. We got it. Stavier with the first of the subathon for yourself. Congratulations. We are back up and running now. Okay, so we have quite a bit to do. I tried editing these thumbnails on the other machine, on the Beck machine. You have a clock. I mean, this is technically a clock. It just says other things too. Why? What do you mean? No. Dashboard. Exclamation mark time. Okay. Oh. I already have it. It's in. That's already done. Okay. Okay. So watching screen. Here we go. We have VODs to tag, and then we should be good to go. So pictures, video thumbnails. First English dude to say it right first try. That's not my first try. I'm pretty sure that's not my first try. Grab all of this. Day 8 starts with Sierra taking on the latest Destiny dungeon with his friends Luna and Gooses. Subathon. Boop, boop, boop. Destiny 2. So the good life. Give me something. There we go. Public, done, save. I don't remember, but you got it. Hey, we did it. Won't look back, yeah. All right. So, let's see. How did this work? How these exported out of order. A little bit here. So I need to be double checking. So that started. And then we started with Marbles, Block Wars, that. Okay, yes, I remember now. It was Marbles and then it was Block Wars training. Pretty solid. Okay. That's fine. Where's the death? Where's the death run? Where's the death run? Hold on, we gotta find it. No. That's... Is this the death run? I need to find the one with the fireballs. We're gonna do some more. We'll do some marbles maybe today at some point, I think. We're gonna get the blowout map deployed to the dev server. And I'll just leak the dev server IP. I don't think we should test them before we put them on the full network. Let me move this over here. We should test them before we put them on the full network. Final step is MV importing them on the server. Okay, so we have to find... Is this it? I found it. I found the death map. I found the death run map. Hold on. Do. Okay. Let's find the clip of this.
Oh my. What just happened? What was that? Like half of the pack is dead. What is this? It's just a matter of survival. This is a gauntlet.
Oh, that's a good shot right there. Hold on.
Cannons the whole way through. Imperator gets shot. This isn't a race. This is a
Perfect. 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 Just perfect. Let's make it a little smaller. Let's make it fit. Perfect. We'll put that under here. Yeah, it was just that specific map was just death. And I don't understand it. Marbles. Just marbles. Marbles. We should flip this. So I'm behind the camera. So hold on a second. Boop. 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 Yes, all the font is backwards, but that looks better as an overall image. Pictures, video thumbnails. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect. This is... Oh, nope. This is making the VODs easily parsable as far as like what we're getting. Marbles time. I never knew that marbles could be so deadly. That's all I'm saying. Grab this, paste it here. Marbles on stream, save. It's good shot. It's perfect. Just fireballs going everywhere, marbles being thrown here and there, just utter chaos and destruction. Utter chaos and destruction. We can grab a Minecraft thumbnail for this. I'm back on my feet and Block Wars training with drawn by CC and Linksy Liam. The teams are out and it's time to practice. Gotta make a thumbnail, which we'll do in a second. Boop. Perfect. Minecraft without you. Happy without you. Okay, let's get started. Very intense marble racing. That was wild. The whole thing was just wild. Excuse me. Know what they say, time's got a good way of healing. Good morning, Mr. Wolf Kid. I'm doing good. We are in the process of just getting some videos out and letting my voice warm up. And then I'm letting my voice warm up, and then we're going to get to... Oh, I don't have anything. Okay, I'm going to have to go play one quick game of parkour Survivor so I can get a thumbnail. Without you. But yeah, we're doing well. We're getting there. Oh, not what I meant to do, but okay, fine. Here, hold on. While we're here, I just instinctually came in here to collect my crabs. Boop. Perfect. The timer is low. The time has in fact gone down. It is possible. Then again, we do have a miracle minute scheduled for today. Today at 4 is when we will do the miracle minute. I need to post about that. But we do, with that all accounted for, at the moment, theoretically, the clock can go below 100 hours at this point. Which is wild. That's a big change. Ooh, a silver chest. Nope, that's all I can make. We'll do this. Wizard staff. All right. I'm always short on jade eyes. Sure. When the last time it was below 100? Day 1? Maybe day 2? Perfect. I can just do the dojo. So I don't need to worry about day 3. It was still below on day 3. Oh my goodness. That surprises me. I think it was day 2. Do. Oh, no, I've fallen. Perfect. That's probably good enough for the thumbnail. Perfect. Restart. Leave. Save. All right, let's try that. Let's see if that works well. Do. Okay, so about here, it's gonna tick. Perfect. Hold on. We should get this bit right here, I think. Perfect. Right here. Let's hide this person. Which doesn't get rid of their name tag, so it doesn't matter. We'll just leave them. Turn our shaders on. Okay. Photoshop. You can hide name tags, not the holograms that get posted via MCC Islands. They persist. So it's fine. Yeah, because those aren't actually the player's name tags. Those are holograms. We do the same thing on like.gg, so that's why you can have like multiple lines of information. Those are holograms that are just constantly teleporting. Well, they're riding the player technically, but they're constantly moving with the player. So yeah. Block Wars training. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So this is sub 8.3. Channel 64 World Tour. I don't have thumbnails image for this, but we can get it. What is the Wither statue? Oh, that's a sign you can delete. We're not putting that on that map. We're not putting that on that map. Look at that. SUBATHON 25. Public done. Save. Perfect. Put a lodestone and then put a magenta terracotta on top of it. So that way they can get a crate, a supply crate right there. Here, actually we should delete the legs is back from the all the titles. Okay, so this is day 8 stuff. I don't think we've moved over the day 9 VODs yet. No, we haven't. So I need to set those over to upload. Okay. Oops all DMs. This really needs its own image, like its own custom thumbnail, but I'm just going to let it be for right now.
We have one more after this. I really hope I don't roll. I am.
This is perfect. This is a good thumbnail right here. Okay, here we can crop this a little bit. Let's do this right. So, grab this layer via cut. Grab this layer via cut. Nope. Layer via cut. So we can get rid of this. We can do something quite silly. Hold on. So how tall do I need to make this to make this work? So if I take this layer, make it the same height as these others, it kind of works. And then what we're gonna do is do DM. Boop, boop. And oh, hold on. These need to be above here. So let's grab all of these layers and move them all down here. Oh no, let's put them up here for this specific one. So this says DM. Then we duplicate it, we put it here, and then this will say DM. Then we'll duplicate it and put it here, and that will say DM. And then we'll duplicate it and we'll put it here. And this will also say DM, but like with a question mark on it because that's funny, right? We can hide all these layers. And this is funny. Arcs did post Ix, yes. Oops. All DMs. What's our, it's something Tony, right? No, not this font. This font is Made Tommy. Made Tommy. Perfect. And we'll make it like a goldish color. Perfect. Honestly, it is just funny enough that we're gonna keep it. Okay. So this, here we go. It's time for a very special D&D show where we don't know who's running or what they are running until the cameras roll. This is the ultimate test of any dungeon master. This is oops, all DMs. Perfect. Let's grab these texts, these tags. We'll put it here. Our game was Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if it's Dungeons and Dragons Online. We're just going to leave it. Sure, we're going to pick that. Why not? Public, done, save. Okay, nope, don't discard the changes. Okay, now everything's saved. Subathon Day 8. Oops, all DMs. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, no, we do have Subathon Day 9 videos released. Did we not do much more after Oops, all DMs? I won't be turning around. No, I won't be turning around. Did we not? What is this? Create these other cool experiences. On stream a little bit earlier. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I just gave you all videos. The firing squad and then not too much. Actually, that's fine then. I think we're good. So that's all the day 8 stuff uploaded. These were the 3 events. So we can get these 2 uploaded, and actually we can get all 3. Let's just get day 9 done while we're at it. Get fully caught up. Why not? Let's get fully caught up. No, actually no. Day 8 is set up. We'll get day 9. We'll get day 9 uploaded it tomorrow. It just makes life easier if we're consistently one day behind, because that way we can kind of start each day with this. So it works out. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit of morning Minecrafting, and then we have voiceover work to do. I'm not procrastinating. I'm trying to be consistent. What has been your longest subathon? It was we died on day 10. We died on day 10, dusk, I thought. Because remember, there was a vacation that happened in the middle of the subathon. I mean, go look at your clip. Do exclamation mark death. Day 10. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Good morning, Sloth. How are you? But yeah, day 10 was the end last time. So this is officially going to be the longest subathon because we still have 100 hours on the clock. I've been proven wrong by past me noted. Honestly, that's funny. Past you has thrown current you for a loop. I need to just chill for a little bit and just kind of vibe until my voice is, I believe, fully warmed up. Just to make sure that we're safe for voiceover recording. So I'm just going to go on MCCI and fish for a bit and see if anybody joins me for yapping. Because that's just easy. Yeah, we fish until I've made my own idler game. This is the best we can do. Instance, just because I have to stick with it. Join 8. Two Wayfinder data in the island. Ooh, neat. All right, let's just. How many pearls can we trade for? Okay. Angler panel. Boop. Boop. Switch to that. Oh, that's already in use. Costs as much to go fishing as it does to spin the wheel. But now we're just going to fish for free. The go fishing is to interrupt a stream by fishing. This is just fishing. So we're just going to chill and fish and talk a little bit while I get things like figured out for the day. Free fishing. Okay, so let's think about this. We're normally, if it costs 4 hours every time we go to sleep, give or take, instead of 8. And we so it's about 20 hours on the clock per calendar day. So by this math, today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're getting to Friday. We do play words while you sleep. Yeah, a little bit. Tuesday. So yeah, 20 hours, 20 hours, 20 hours, 20 hours, 20 hours. Actually, never mind. We're going into Saturday. Good morning, Dylan. How you doing? We're getting there. Yeah, we're going into Saturday on the current timeline. And that's before the miracle minutes at 4 p.m., which we should post about. So here, we'll let fishing happen. Day 10, still going strong. There's over 100 hours on the clock, and we have a miracle minute scheduled at 4 p.m. EST today. But yeah, the clock is finally starting to go down. But I think I'm testing my luck for that. You threw out your back? Oh no. Say hi. Do. I suck. Ooh, perfect. Okay. Where's my thing? Day 10. We're still going strong. How do we do this? What picture do we post? Oh, I know the picture. I know the picture. Hold on. I gotta move it from I have to move it from my phone to Discord. Stand by. We took this right after the we took that right after the firing line. A cup of coffee into a restaurant. Hello Olive, how you doing? I feel like IDK, how many times I'll be shot today? Let's keep track together. Twitch.tv/Lickendo. Perfect. Day 10, still going strong. So there we go. We'll post there. We'll go to the no, I'm not. No. Bad Site got the Block Wars announcements. That's it. I'm not giving them anything more. The Bad Site got the Block Wars announcements. They don't get anything else. This is all they get. As a potential new meme format. Yeah. That's one of those give me your controversial opinion kind of thumbnail pictures. It just needs more Nerf guns. Unfortunately, we only had 4. Let's fall in love. Do 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 do. Just checking something. Do I have any upgrades I can do? No, I'm really low on pearls. That sucks. Do you code plugins? I do. A lot of the stuff that we have on leg.gg is stuff that I've coded. I've turned Minecraft into a looting game with extraction. I've made Blowout, which is a very cool, explosive sky battle PvP game. And we are in the process of coding Daikia, which is a building matching game. We've been doing that live on stream. And we have other games that we will be making. Yes, you can. ! IP. The server is leg.gg, and you can play right now. It's public and available for anybody. It's open for Bedrock players, albeit Bedrock players don't have the best of everything because we code for Java first. But Bedrock players can still play mostly and experience a lot of the game. So that's pretty good. I'm glad they can get like 80% of it. With my mind. Java first, Bedrock available. Bedrock possible. I'm doing good, Rye. How about yourself? Everything. No, extraction is Bedrock compatible now. We installed Geyser. We just said point blank, hey, this might be very broken. Yeah. Extraction is Bedrock available now. It is. There are a lot of things that I know for a fact are busted, but we haven't had time to do it. But we're using Season of the Subathon to kind of test that. Only on this server. This is something that MCC Island has made, so they have animations for that. But yeah. I full disclosure, it doesn't fully work, right? Extraction on Bedrock doesn't fully work. There are some things which are hard to... Ooh, treasure. There are some things that are hard to make work for both, but it's mostly there. What is Extraction about? Have you ever seen or heard of Escape from Tarkov? And now I wait. No. Okay. Oh, how to explain this game. You warp into a world. You have a whole bunch of gear. You loot a whole bunch of chests. You fight a whole bunch of mobs. You potentially fight and kill a couple other players. You can only leave that world through a set of extraction points that are given to you by the game. So you have to go from like all the way up here, all the way down to here, and you can only leave from a portal that exists at this specific spot. You gear yourself up, you improve your kit, you improve your hideout, you turn in echo shards to put yourself on the leaderboard to be able to score higher and be marked better as the winner for each individual season. And then you do it all again. That's the whole game. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We made a bunch of custom systems on top of it. So like crafting plays very differently than it does in the game. Here, let me find you the video. At Like GG Network. Let me get you the video. Check out this video. That will get you, that's the explainer video / tutorial video for extraction. Which I think is very well. Like, I'm very happy with how that video came out. It explains the basics of the game pretty effectively. It doesn't explain everything. There's more to it, but that's kind of the start of what works. Do. Yeah, the IKEA trailer better have Portal vibes. So, yeah, that is kind of the goal. That is kind of the goal for it. Originally, before it was going to be IKEA themed, it was going to be Portal themed. But it made sense for it to be IKEA themed. I just realized we can do cooking stream today. Mrs. Gundo's in the office. We can do cooking stream today and tomorrow. So we can, you all don't need video time when it's time for us to go make food. We can just go do that. So that's fun. I kind of like the Portal theme more. Could always use it for another minigame. Well, that's the thing. Like, there's options. Imagine a PvP game with portals. And we just make Splitgate. That could be fun. Right? Just imagine a PvP game with portals. And we can make Splitgate. That would be, yeah, exactly. But that would be wild. The trick there would be, and that could be a much more one-to-one off of Blowout. But the trick there is like making it so that we don't just have two PvP games and split the PvP community on the server. So they would have to be substantively different from each other. So yeah, saving that theme for that idea, potentially. Fast rhythm PvP, a little bit. Yeah, I think it could be fun. But yeah, if the whole idea would be like, we have Extraction, which is your long-term game. We have Blowout, which is your arena PvP game. We have Daikia, which is your building game. We have Pressure Trials, which is your roguelike PvE game. The smarter thing after that would be some kind of parkour game. Coming up with something. I don't know what, but some kind of parkour game. And that would make for what, 6? But yeah, that would be... Hi, Craig. That would be quite a big spread. And then on top of just like SMP Classic, SMP Plus. Yeah, Escape Room plus parkour could be a teamwork game. Maybe. I like the idea of like... what's it called? It Takes Two. Where you're doing parkour to enable the other team to be able to do something, potentially. That could be fun. Could be fun. We can figure it out. Oh, my chat scrolled. Yeah. It's just a matter of like coding all of these while also working on videos, while also being the main thing. Mandatory co-op in Minecraft is something I need more of. 2 teams of 2 to 4 players, but to progress each teammate has to trigger it. So less that, because you can get soft locked. So the problem, and this is something I was talking about with CC yesterday on stream. The problem with most parkour games is you go until you hit a jump you can't do, and then you're done. And then you either sit there and repeat it until the clock runs out, or you die. Neither of those is fun. So you can only play to a certain point, and then you have to stop playing, basically. That's not fun. So the idea is to try to invent or come up with a remix of the parkour formula so that players don't hit that wall of no longer fun. All right? So the idea I had is like if there's some way where you hit a wall and you can kind of like a reset, or completing difficulty in courses earns you individual points, but you never hit that point where you can stop. Yeah, you can only play into your skill ceiling, and not everybody wants to grind out improving at parkour. Or some people can't, like physically cannot trigger all the inputs at the speed that is necessary to get better at parkour. There is a physical ceiling, right? So how can we make it accessible to more players and more fun to more players, instead of having it be like almost predetermined, like having the game be deterministic in a sense? Just given X players and knowing their parkour skill, you can almost guess is like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So I've had ideas. I'm not sure how any of them, or if any of them work or are interesting or would be entertaining, but the parkour game is far down the road. We have 2 other games that we need to code, and Pressure Trials is a massive endeavor because I want Pressure Trials to have all custom mobs. I want to go really hard with it and have it be like all custom mobs instead of just zombies and skeletons and creepers. I'd want to make like full on custom mobs, custom mob behaviors, damages, all of it. So that is a lot of work. And that would take time. So we'll get to that. You have a corridor difficulty, yeah. And TF2, there's Jump Academy map to learn rocket jumping. Tutorial, so you can spawn and watch them do the jump as many times as you wanted. Probably too much for Minecraft. Yeah. So for the idea of a game is we don't want to make it so that you have to watch the game be played. It's more along the lines of when the player is playing, how can we make it so that it's accessible for every skill level, or kind of like reasonable for every skill level, while still letting the people who are objectively better thrive and be able to challenge themselves as well and make the game interesting for themselves as well without excluding your lower parkour skilled players. And that is a very fine balance to try to play. And that is true for every other game as well. How do you account for your top 5% players while not also excluding your bottom 50% players from half of your content? And it's something that a lot of games struggle with. And they have full studios behind it. And there's like 6 of us running like.gg, and it's a bit more. But we're just gotta keep trying to build it out and keep trying to figure it out and test. Like Blowout came together so quickly because it was such a simple idea. But then look at how much it's refined even over a month to now. It's really easy. Multiple paths to higher difficulty give more points, but speed gives points too. Yeah. Immediately goes to League. Well, yeah, League or Minecraft events or Destiny 2 or any RPG, like any MMO server. Like, you get to a point where it becomes almost prohibitive in a way, where you have to either mainline and play only this game and be perfect at it or near perfect to progress. And that's not great. So finding a way to account for that is very, very tricky. But also not doing what's it called? Not doing just the same parkour game as everything else. Planning on training course in our amusement park. That's fun though. That is fun. There's something to be said about just genuinely getting better at a skill though as well. Like just improving at parkour or improving at PvP. Like I think I'm a better Minecraft player than I was a year ago. I think I'm definitely a better Minecraft event player than I was a year ago. I think I've learned some skills and how to be a better teammate for communication based games as well, to be able to try to help there. I know I'm not the most technically skilled. I'm like consistently middle of the pack. I live between that 20-25 range, but I don't know. I think I've gotten better. I don't need to be the top tier player. That's too much pressure. I don't want to be the top player. That's too much pressure. I just need to be able to sit there and vibe and crack jokes and come up with a good pop-off play every now and then. That's all I need. And I'm happy. I've done my job. Order up yesterday felt amazing, though. 30 orders. That felt really good. That was genuinely my best order up ever, I think. Or maybe I had one with a really experienced team where it was like 31 or 32. But it was close. It is such a fun game mode. It is so fun. It is one of my favorite games in all of Minecraft. Full stop. But I also love like the overcooked kind of just chaos gameplay communication where you have to power through it. And that is, there's something to be said there about crafting skill, about timing the furnaces, about just keeping everything in efficiency and keeping everything running, keeping everything stocked. But with that being a communication game primarily, you really have to lock in and be able to work with your teammates on getting information where it needs to go quickly, acting on that information. A game like that is so much fun. Move platforms, making it easy. Yeah, it's an idea. again, it's like, how do you distill it down to its simplest version, but then also not just have it be Parkour Warrior Survivor? That is the bit of the downside of us making some of these games late in the Minecraft event space. A lot of the simplest versions of ideas is already taken, or has already been done really well. How do you make something that still feels fresh and unique and different without feeling overcomplicated or overloaded? And I think Extraction is really fresh and different, but it is also a very big game. And there's a lot to it, and it is very hard to explain to a new player how to play that game, what's important to play that game, and how to get them started, because it'll make people kind of bounce off the game and not be interested anymore, which is tricky. Well, if it's a parkour game, the majority of players should be doing parkour. That's the thing. The majority of players should, or else it's a blank game that has one person jumping around in it. So the trick there is getting the actual game to be primarily about parkour without having the problem of individual players just having to stop playing at some point. And it is very tricky to do it. What they're doing. I don't know what chat's on about in game chat. They're going weird directions. Okay, that's done. But that's fine. That's like saying you wouldn't want to, if you have a pro basketball player and me playing a game together, that wouldn't like if LeBron James and me were doing a 3-point contest, I would hope that he would win. Let's be honest here. I would hope that would be the case. The question there is less about trying to prevent LeBron James from winning, and more about how do you make the experience not painfully awful suckage for me, right? How do you make it interesting for them, but also bearable for me? That's what we're trying to talk about. We're not trying to redistribute or rebalance for intense player skill. We're trying to make it not suck for the players who don't have that kind of skill level. And that kind of design is very tricky. Building parkour, heck, even crafting could be a minigame. Exactly. Like anything, any single thing can become it. It's just coming up with a formula that feels interesting and new. Right? And something you could try is emulating the trap maps from Counter-Strike Source, where one player was pushing buttons to turn on traps obstacles to mess with the other people. Okay, so yeah, that could be fun. That's actually a Gary's mod thing. But yeah, death runs from Gary's mod. Yeah, I mean, yeah, crafting is a minigame. That is order up. It's crafting and resource collection. Like, that is crafting, resource collection, communication. That is that game. And it is really like, lock it in. You got it good. Do. You play in CS more? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, those maps existed in both. And to be fair, Source and Gary's mod basically developed in parallel to each other. New tides, new vibes. Okay, let's do one quick look around. I think at this point my voice is pretty warmed up. Oh, there's a Wayfinder data spot here. Perfect. Hi, Tony. Okay, so there's a Wayfinder data spot here. we're going to try to record more voiceover, so I'm not in the way for Mudcat. So I have the project loading in the background. And while that finishes up, we're going to get... We're going to get the last little bit of that done. I'm going to disconnect from the voice call here. Yeah. But yeah. We're going to do this. Then we're going to go do some voice recording. Then we're going to get the gang together and see what everybody's up for this afternoon. Here we go. I love this song. It's a good one. Alright, so I'm pulling up my notes and everything while we're doing it on the other screen. Analytics. Checking something in the background. Doesn't seem possible without some parkour needed. What if each player in the team had a different ability? Then you're getting to the point of adding too much, in my opinion. I think if you get to that point where you're going to sort of like give players double jump or something, then you're getting too far away from technical skill and more into like a kit builder game and something. Craig, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's possible. It's worth testing, but yeah, as soon as you get to the point where player skill and player equipment is asymmetrical, you could get it so that the good players will just double down on the best skills and increase that gap even more. And then the players who can't do the jumps normally are now frustrated that they A, can't do the normal jumps, and B, don't have the skill required to do special jumps. So you're compounding frustration instead of solving it, unfortunately. So it is very tricky, and it is trying to like, how do you solve for a problem that the player is the problem? And it sounds really bad to say that, but how do you solve for a problem where player skill is your limiter? So yeah, so if we do easy, medium, hard and having a training course, then we're back to Parkour Warrior Survivor. And then how do we differentiate from Parkour Warrior Survivor without just doing the simplest idea of having multiple pathways of completion? So yeah, it is very much just like, how do we work our way around? Okay, there's our... Where's all the millionaires? Drews, it's fine. They might all be waiting for the Miracle Minute at 4. Okay. I want my elusives in here, and then we're going to go record a voiceover. How do you choose what to cut out, especially on more mundane parts of the video? The easiest part for that is... Okay, so 2 things. 1, let's up our bait to our highest level. We're going to do this. We're going to update this. We're going to have that on that. Discard that. We can put this on. That's already equipped. What's this? Guarantees treasure. I don't want that. Nope. Where's the stable? Stable. Click. So stable, lucky. And then this is quadruples chance of being pure. I still have yet to have that fire. Boop. Boop. We're going to turn this on. Shift, click to activate. Here we go. Most of your streams during my sleep in college. I only get to watch Sierra play Destiny a little bit when I come along, and that's it. Well, I'm sorry, Swordsman, but I'm here this morning. So we got it. But yeah, as far as editing, the trick there is to try to not make anything mundane. Which is really... Hey, see? Look at that. We already got an elusive. We nailed it. The trick is to not make anything mundane, or try to not make anything mundane, which is really hard. But eventually you do have to grind it out. So then it's just having footage and then making the voiceover be about how you're getting through it quickly. Right? If it feels like I have to do the same thing too many times, we just cut through it a lot. You're going to see a little bit more of that as we're doing the voiceover recording, because the editing team will leave more in than we think we might originally need, and then I record the voiceover, and then if my VO is short, they just cut it off, and then we'll go from there. So it's very interesting about getting there. You don't want parkour to everybody. You have to add something that requires a different set of skills to something that requests can balance it out. Yeah, it's not that I don't want parkour to be everything. Hold on, I have to put a different bait on. It's not that I don't want parkour to be everything. I do want the game to be primarily focused on parkour. I just don't want players to hit a point where they have to stop playing. Basically, if the game is 12 minutes long, I want players to be able to play for all 12 minutes instead of dying after minute 6 and then having to spectate for half the game. Or getting to a jump that they can't make and having to repeat the same jump for 6 minutes, which is just an exercise in frustration. It's that. It's not that I don't want it to be a parkour game. It's how do I avoid the wall of suck? Where you can play the game for a point and then the game sucks. And then from that point until the end of the clock is just an exercise in either you have to watch other people play or you have to do the same thing over and over and hope that you get different results completely by chance. So it is less about not making it about individual skill or individual parkour and more about how can you give it so that regardless of somebody's parkour skill, they can play for the duration of the game and figuring it out from there. But yeah, players can skip levels. They skip it lowers their score. True, but then your difficulty curve is going to be kind of all over the place, because if they can skip a level because that level's hard, the next level should in theory be harder. So then it just becomes skip and go to the end of the game, and then again they don't really get to play past a certain point. So it is the kind of thing that is super hard to like really get figured out, unfortunately. What is this? Fish chance, fish magnet. I don't want that. I want elusives. Yeah, multiple paths is probably the answer, but more along the lines of like, what if players could repeat paths? But their score begins to diminish. Like they're only earning so much from it. Skin rating quest. I thought we did this one already. I thought this unlocked. Okay, so they're not removing from the pool the way they should be. But yeah, a gambling hook, maybe. Maybe. I like the idea of like you're parkouring with resources on you. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little bit of fishing on MCCI, and then we're gonna get to voiceover work. Oh, grappling hook. No, because then it's not a parkour game anymore. But a gambling hook, like being able to push through and like say, oh, I feel really confident. I'm going to take a lot of, like, I'm going to take a very high point risk in doing this course. I think that could work. Yeah, that's a game all of its own, right? That's an entirely separate game. Like Spider-Man PvP, that could be fun. Yeah, I didn't get any more elusives over here. I owe it to you, you. I owe it to you. All right, let's just, okay. Back, we're down to normal fish now. Said that if you have 5 maps per game and enough players complete them out, the one struggling can skip to the next one. Maybe that would work. Maybe. That's what we'd have to experiment with. Is just different approaches on how do you account for or build like a catch-up mechanic without having the highest skilled players feel like you're cheating them or making the game harder for them for no reason, or not acknowledging the effort that it takes to complete through. Oh, we got an elusive from that. Or no, we didn't. Mitigate assigning number textures to blocks using banners or heads. Oh no, but I'm perfectly fine putting number textures on blocks. That's honestly would be easier than trying to put specific player heads into code or specific banners into code. Exactly. So exactly what Fate just said. At a certain point, unless you can do this exact jump, you have to stop playing. That's what we're trying to avoid. So that's what we're trying to kind of like design around, is how do you make it so that when a parkour game happens, it's not, well, I'm going to get to play half of this and then I'm going to die. We don't want that. We don't want players to dread the parkour section of the game, because we don't want players to have to basically there's a certain level. If it's 0 to 100 as far as your parkour skill percentage, and you're like, okay, I have 37% parkour skill, so I'm gonna get to play a third of this game, and then I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna watch the players who are good play the rest of it, but I have to just sit there. That's not fun. That's not fun for it, though. Right? So you need to make a game that is difficult for the highest skilled players, but won't completely ignore everybody. Give them something to do, something entirely separate, because then we're making 2 games. I'd rather let them continue to contribute to their team for the duration by finding a way to allow them to continue to play and not just be like, okay, I found the one jump I can't do. I guess I die now. Is there an ideal ratio? Nope. The ratio is whatever feels good for the video. And it's different for each video. So some of them have more live VO, some of them don't, some of them have less. It entirely depends on how much I was able to be funny or interesting or have good reactions when recording. It has nothing to do with like trying to lock in what we feel is very good. It's all vibes based. You're right. Can be good for learning up to a point, missing out in thought process and inputs. Yeah. Watching somebody play could be interesting. But then the person isn't playing. The person is watching somebody play. And that's not always fun. I could see it be interesting, but I don't think it would be fun. If somebody's like trying to play in an event and the only thing that they have happening to them is watching somebody else play instead, it doesn't really work. So if you have an elimination game, players should be eliminated for like a minute at most. Not 5-10 minutes. That just sounds brutal. By failing, you can guide a warden. Seems a little excessive. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. It's very tricky. It's hard. Like 1 minute is a long time. 1 minute is 1 minute can feel like a long time. So like in Extraction, Extraction, Block Wars Extraction. If you die, the rounds are 90 seconds. If you die, as soon as it can take about 20 seconds to die. So the longest you can be out of the game is a minute. Right? Is 1 minute. So you don't want players to be out of the game for 10 times that. If 1 minute's a long time, 10 minutes is an eternity. And you don't want players to struggle with that. Ghost, you can put down cobweb string or iron bars. Well, then it's not a parkour skill game anymore. Then some players will just die so they can grief the best players, and then your best players start having a really bad experience, and then they hate the game. So I don't know why it's repeating. I think the depletion method on the quests is failing. So when this re-rolls, I'll add a new quest to it. Yeah, it is really, really tricky, and I don't have a singular good answer. I don't think there is a singular good answer. The trick here becomes, how the heck do we make it not suck for everybody else? Okay, we can put this into slim mode. Hey Nam, what's up? We're just talking about how to make parkour not suck for people who are not parkour pros while fishing. We're doing a bit of both, but we're going to do some voiceover work now. So y'all are going to get to see. Jack, you know there's a miracle minute coming up, right? Jeez. The 50 gifted subs. What the heck? Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, well that's 100 minutes on the clock. We're back an hour plus. My goodness. My God. Jesus Christ, is Jason bored? I won't be here at 4. Okay. You know what? Valid. $38 to X. So here's how this is gonna work. That shouldn't have been in the pool. So I'm gonna go to Stream Elements. And I'm going to re-roll it. And whatever comes up is complete. Because that should have been out of the pool. Whatever comes up is going to be complete. So, full surprise quests. Settings. Where's Notepad? Oh, no. Here, watching. So here's the quests that are here. It should have been, yeah, this should have been deleted. We're going to grab these. We're going to put them in here. We're going to save. Whatever we roll right now is instantly complete on testing. Ready? Oh, which one do we go with? We should go with the one that's on screen. So that's a Gapple and UHCG. So there you go. We did already get Beck Learns Create. True. So that's one of my grains of sand gone. Oh boy. And that one's a repeating one. Surprise quests settings. Okay. So I owe you all a Gapple in UHCG. Don't save. Here we can close, and we can close this window so code isn't running twice. It'd be cool, Papers. Oh my, Rare, you're fine. You're okay. Get a block at some point. Again, Ape, we're not trying to prevent the top players from getting the top. That's not the objective. We're fine with the best players getting the best scores. They're good. They can do whatever they want. Okay? They can keep being good. We're not going to prevent them from being good. They're not our concern. The best players can be the best. Our concern is that back half of players not having an awful time. Right? So it's not about the best players being the best. Let them go. They're happy. They can do what they want. They're in a parkour game. They're good at parkour. They're happy. The problem is that the other half are unhappy, and we're going to try to solve that. We will let the good players be good. So any solution that involves making the good players' experience worse, we're not going to do. It is only about making it so that the players who potentially will struggle are not going to have an awful time. Right? It should not be about nerfing the top players. It should be about elevating the lower players to be able to be better. So that's the mentality you need to approach it from. It's not about, oh, we need to prevent Nominal from being at the top of the leaderboard. Let Nominal win, okay? That's fine. That's fine. Nominal can win. Sandwich can win. Purpled can win. They should win. They're better. How do we make it so that everybody else doesn't have a really crappy time? 100 days would make you... No, I already have to do 100 days bald. So that's already a problem. It's a team game. That's the thing. No, there's absolutely people who say that unironically. Who say, like, take the best players and nerf them. And that doesn't really help. Hello, another user on Twitch. I probably have to do 2 or 3. Yeah, at this rate. Currently. Probably. Potentially. All right, we have more voiceovering to do. We have a ton of video editing to do. We are so behind on things for the main YouTube channel that we really have to get done. So, as last time, I have my notes. Oh wait, we're on the wrong screen. I have my notes. We're here. We're at day 38 of day everything that we need to do. So we have a lot to do. 4-page essay due in 13 hours and you're halfway done. Well, I feel like I'm in the same place as you are. So we're there. How to keep people from getting annoyed being a really good player team with somebody who sucks at parkour. The other issue is how to keep people from getting annoyed being a really good player. No. But you don't want teams to mess... No. Okay. A parkour game is man versus environment. It should not be PvP in any way. And that includes indirect PvP of ruining someone's day. That's not what it is. That's like Order Up is man versus environment. It's player versus environment. Extraction is player versus environment. Blowout is player versus player. The Pressure Trials is going to be player versus environment. The crafting game is player versus environment. This is a PvE game. It is not PvP. So we're not doing anything that's going to allow a player to negatively affect another player's experience. They're already having a bad enough time because they can't hit the jump that they can't hit. So we don't want to make it worse. Because if you allow players to grief other players, you run the risk of players griefing other low-skill players. And all you're doing is taking a bad situation and making it so much worse. And you're going to upset and alienate a majority of your player base, and that really could screw you up. So the tricky thing there is you need to allow for... No, but it's not that. It's not allowing the players to help each other out, Ape, either. It's about how do you allow a player not find a jump they can't do and be done playing. That is the only thing we need to solve. We don't need to allow players to help each other. We don't need to allow players to disadvantage other players. We just need to find a way to not have a player hit that wall of, okay, I have reached my maximum contribution, and now I will sit here and watch for 6 minutes because I can do nothing else. That is what we need to solve. So it's more along the lines of alternate routes or replaying certain parts of the course for some sort of reduced score or something else like that. I think adding another game on top of it is overcomplicating it. Adding a mechanic of allowing players to break or add blocks is overdoing it, because then you kind of break the game of parkour overall. So we don't want to add PvP to what is a PvE game. It is player versus making the jumps, right? Team game, fully PvE, where they can help each other out. But yeah, you don't want low players feeling bad because they have to pull down a teammate who's good. We don't want, but that's another thing, right? Like, it is still individual performance. It's a team game, but individual performance should matter. So it is like, how do we put that all together? And it's really cool that like everybody cares about it, and we're getting a lot of things and a lot of ideas through on it. But it is very much this is not a problem you solve in one day, and I don't think it's a problem that it's not a problem you solve in one day, and I don't think it's a problem that has a single solution or has a right answer overall. I just don't think it does. So we're gonna try some stuff. It might work. It might not. It might be good. It might not. And we just absolutely need to just keep playing with it and then listen to whatever feedback that we get from the players as they're playing with it. Also, I'm saying all of this to just preface all this. I'm saying all of this from the perspective of somebody who is bad at the game. I don't understand it's a team game, but the team don't work together. Ape, go watch any parkour game in any Minecraft event, and you'll have a little bit more context. So go watch Jumping Mad or Parkour Warrior or Parkour Warrior Survivor or what's Hyperdrive or whatever the parkour game from Novus is, or whatever the parkour game in Pandora's Box is. Like, go watch any of them. And it will give you a little bit more context, I think. They seem to be a solo game. It is solo performance, but team scoring. So the team as a whole needs to contribute to their score, but individual performance is how each player contributes to their score. But you're not having players building bridges for each other or solving the parkour for each other. That's not what we're doing. And I think that's where you're thinking of it as a team game. Players should not be able to solve the map for other players. That's not the way we need to approach it. Instead, it needs to be, how do we allow the players who can't do, like, how do you allow somebody who can't run a full marathon still enjoy participating in a marathon? And the way that most marathon races will do that is when they run a marathon event, there is also a half marathon and a 5K and a 1K. So that way there are different versions of the event for different skill levels so that players can still feel accomplished, that they hit a goal, even though they didn't have to learn how to run a full marathon, either through time or energy or physical capability. And we need to build that into a Minecraft game in a sense. They do. I'm not saying we don't allow players to fail. I'm saying when the give up bus comes and picks you up, it doesn't then force you to stay on the bus until the last player who is capable of running the marathon finishes. You don't become kidnapped for 3 hours while you're watching the last runner run. It takes you home. So in a Minecraft event, watching a race happen or watching a parkour game happen, there is no give up bus. You just become kidnapped by non-existence. And that sucks. That's the problem that we're trying to solve. And that's it. How do we make it so that players won't hit a wall and then no longer be able to contribute to their team? Right? So different finish lines work, but if you are doing the shortest, easiest path and you finish, we still have the same problem. You're just standing there and watching other people play. And that's not fun either. We don't want people to sit there and watch other people play. And we talked about all this in the context of a parkour game. Let's reset for just 1 second. This is also true in PvP. This is why survival games sucks. Because if you get killed in the first 90 seconds of survival games, you are watching people run around and play for 10 plus minutes and you don't get to take part. So it's not only a parkour problem that we're trying to solve. And I think that is something that is like really critical about how you're looking at it. We can't just have it be a solution for one specific thing where, well, after X, we fill the whole map in and there's no more jumping. That doesn't work because then you have the exact same issue, right? If you're in an event and you die first in survival games or you die first in parkour, you have gone from a player to a spectator. And that is not fun. How do we solve for that problem to prevent players from having to sit there and watch the event happen and no longer be able to contribute to their team for 5, 10, 15 minutes? So it's tricky. We can kick them out of the event. Like it is way easier said than done. It is the kind of thing that's going to be a nightmare to figure out. But it is like when I'm trying to design all of these things, either for Like.gg, for Like.gg public or the Like.gg creator event, I'm very much trying to design them in a way that minimizes the time that you just have to sit there and watch. And we don't want that. Because that just sucks. That's just not fun. And I don't want people to not have fun. I want people to have fun. Fun is fun. Not fun is bad. I was actually just talking super generally, Cycrum. I wasn't just saying like, here's the thing. We started talking about it. We started talking about it in the context of designing a PvP game for the server. And I said that I want to try to figure out a way to avoid the fact that in most PvP games, you hit a wall and then you're dead. And then you're done. You're done contributing. Either you can't make the jump or you've been eliminated and now you just have to sit there and watch. And that sucks. I don't want players to have to sit there and watch. So we're very much trying to go through ideas of, and we've been talking about how you can make it so that players don't have to stop playing. And that's been really hard to figure out. Bypass reader can't do neos, but sometimes hit all jumps, so you could skip a neo. But that's the thing, Luvani. If the course is going to progress from easiest to hardest, each level would be harder than the next. So if you skip one level, that doesn't solve the problem when you hit your next hardest level, and then you can't contribute to that either. So I think like one way around, it's very much like, so then you need to design the course in a way that difficulty is not linear, which might feel very swingy and all over the place. Or you need to have multiple versions of the course, or you need to go back to the beginning and allow players to reset for some sort of limited score. So all of them are things that we need to figure out or test or try, right? Beep test 2 difficulty modes. Yeah, I think Trailblazers is a really good example of not having a wall, right? Like, look at Trailblazers in Block Wars. If you're struggling with tridents, you exit and then you go do dropper. And if you're and then you complete that, and then you go do ice boats, and then you complete that, and then you go try to do elytra, and then you fail at elytra, so you go back and you do tridents. Like, there are multiple different things that you can jump through and do differently to contribute to your team in some way. All of those are super important, and all of those are that removes the downtime. It's no longer you hit a spot and you're done. Like, everybody contributes to your team for the full duration of Trailblazers. So without just making Trailblazers again, how do you make a parkour game that allows players to contribute for the full duration and not being eliminated? So that's like the thing that I'm trying to figure out for all of the events. So that's where we're at. It is very much like, and it's not just for parkour, it's also for survival games. Like, there's almost no way I'm going to ever make a survival games plugin on the server, because elimination PvP is not fun. Like, extraction is the closest you get, and when you die, you go, you regear, and you go in again. And I don't think, and that's it. That's all you need. But like, some kind of extraction rush game mode would be fun, where you just immediately then don't eliminate them. Well, yes, but that's survival games. That's literally survival games. So that's why I'm saying we would never do survival games. It's not about it. It's about like doing extraction instead of survival games allows you to allow players to reset and return to the gameplay. You just reset their kit, but then it's no longer SG, it's extraction, which is good, because that's why I made extraction. That's why I made that instead. That's the point. That's the whole thing. So how do you make something that would work like extraction for parkour? And that's where we're like, that's the whole thing that we're trying to figure out, is like, how do you make something that works like extraction for parkour? And it is very hard. It is very hard. That's why no one's done it. You're fine, Rye. It's okay. But it is very hard. That's why no one's done it. So it's like, how do you figure that out? And I haven't yet. which is what we keep yapping about. But yeah. Okay. So we've done all of that talking to now do a lot more talking. The talking now is video talking. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. See you later, Rare. Thank you for popping in. Good night. Yeah. Slow it down. No, I need to make sure that you still have things to do. Didn't we say, Mudcat, the whole point is me making sure that you always have stuff and it's linear and it's not like hurry up and wait? I don't want you hurrying up and waiting. I want you to have more stuff on your plate or available for you. I don't want to be in your way. Grind never stops. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so for anybody who hasn't seen any of this before, we are recording the voiceover for the next 100 days video. We're at day 38, which means we're about a third of the way through. You'll be in Vegas for 3 days. You won't be? Yeah, but I'll be here. And every time I try to record voiceover, we go down a random tangent. So I have not... I mean, you've seen it. I've been, let's say, slightly less productive than normal. So there is that, unfortunately. Always bet on black. So we do need to make sure that we try to get stuff done. But yeah, at least some Mirrorman. Don't jinx it. We're in the process of recording voiceover for our next 100 days video. So that's part of the fun is for you all to see kind of behind the scenes. This is what we do. But don't bet on green. Bet on green at least once. That's horrible advice. Okay. See? Wheel. The distractions begin. Nothing. If legs get plinkoed on the wheel, bet on green. Okay. Nothing. Unfortunate. So sorry. Where's the wheel redemption? That's not green. No, it's not. It's right there. See? No tick. It is in the middle of it. Okay. I didn't change it. You'd hear it. You'd hear it. See? You would have heard it if I changed it. There's no sneaky changing it. You would have heard it. I'm being good. I'm not scamming. I'm seeing it come up on the mic. Oh, are you genuinely not hearing anything? Okay, that's actually weird. Because I do see it pop up on the sound bar here. Hold on, let me turn the noise suppressor off. Maybe that'll do it. Filters. Okay. People are trying to get free Blinko. Yeah, I would not scam you. I would not do that. That's just no. Yes, but don't tell legs. Valid. Okay, I respect it. See, here we go. Wheel. We're gonna get so much done. We're gonna get so much done. We're gonna get so much done. 5 minutes. Lucky for you, this is Mongo's chat. 100%. Okay. Moto wheel done. We might be able to get things done. There we go. Okay. Need to make more herbs. Scamming? No. No. Grab some wood to craft a composter. Just replanting all of this. I think I composted the cactus. Yeah, I composted cactus and sugarcane. Shears for leaves for that. More seeds. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Mongo's been focusing on real life stuff. Yeah. Let's help me do VO. Let's be honest, that's not happening. Okay, so everyone in chat gets one line. Might, you never know. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so addition. We're here. We have our stuff. We're here. You can all see it. Yay. I'm going to, oh my goodness, this is now massive. Hold on. This window has gotten obscenely large. Okay. So we're going to go here. This way we can just have our voiceover file over here as well. So we can easily start recording. I need to make it shorter too. Where are we at? It's so weird having stream without music on. It is genuinely so weird having stream without music on. Okay. Trying to edit your first few YouTube videos for the past few days. Yeah. Normally I can just sit down, lock in, and bang out 25 days in a session, and I do voiceover in about 4 days. But y'all make it a little harder to focus. Just a teeny bit harder to focus. Okay. Okay. So, notes. Need to make more herbs. Grab some wood to start a composter. Okay. And I think I can do most of this. Where is my herb inventory at? Am I fully out? Let's just see something. So I craft up 21 of them. Do we show the craft? 18. Okay, no. We don't, but I think I can work for it. Chats and wheels and sometimes blinkos, yes. Actually, real quick, let's check the videos, cold storage, desert, voiceover. How did we end the last one? Going down in register or up? No, don't cancel.
Everything working. I needed to make myself one more depot, but that was probably the most successful create day I've had in a long time.
So our voice was going down a little bit at the end here. So now we have to pick up with the like whoop and scale it back up. So we're good. Need water to talk a lot? I'm good. The next morning, we need to address the fact that I'm out of healing herbs, and I'm going to keep pronouncing herbs differently every time just to keep you on your toes. I took care of all of the crops outside before getting a little bit of wood and making myself a composter, using a lot of the cacti and sugarcane that I have to turn that into bone meal, then making a set of shears and breaking down all of the leaves to get even more. I used all of that on the grass to get myself a bunch of seeds and flowers, crafting that into herbs, dealing with a few zombies that were chasing me outside the walls, and then it was time to do a little bit of science. Oh, 100% I'm going to put comment bait in with the herbs pronunciation. So, fun fact. While I am just dumb and I will mispronounce things a lot, I do sometimes do it on purpose just to get people to correct me in the comments. 100% I do it on purpose to get people to correct me in the comments as bait. That's intentional. But then I also am just bad and will also just mispronounce things all the time. So that's also true. Okay, so science figures out that dispensers can be used to light things, which is really good. There we go. Perfect. Now knowing I can light things without gunpowder, I went over towards the farm to take care of things, but just as it started to roll into night... All right, we have a problem. Firstly, I need to make it through the night, which means I need to break down all of the soul fire so I won't freeze to death. I set up the dispenser with a lighter on it, thinking, let's try to make myself a block of netherrack, heading down into the underground and trying to haunt some cobblestone, turning that into blackstone, which I could go through a multi-stage process, dumping lava in it to turn it to netherrack.
Lava.
The only problem is I don't have any of that. So I thought instead, let's put a log down, light that on fire, and it went about as well as you would expect. Actually, wait, no. Hold on. It doesn't go badly just yet. So instead, I just headed back up to the surface, putting a log down in that place. Now, it did burn the trapdoors surrounding it, but at least I was able to keep myself warm while trying to defend the walls with archery from the crawling zombies. The only problem is the fire started to spread. If I put the fire out, I start freezing to death. So that's problem A. So I relit the fire because more mobs are coming and I need to protect myself, but they're also starting to group up and push each other up and over the wall. Oh, and the wall is on fire and all of the fences are starting to disappear and the mobs are making their way inside. No. Oh no, I've set my whole base on fire. This has gone so bad. So here we are again, living inside the cave as once again, I have been pushed back to my near final bastion of safety, freezing to death, standing next to the brewing stand to just attempt to survive the night. At least this time I have arrows, so I can shoot all the mobs as they're making their way in, occasionally diving into the water to do a little bit of fighting, but blocking everything up with amethyst going into the next morning, where I got the notification that the blood moon was finally over, but my troubles were just beginning. No, the camel! No, the camel! RIP camel. 07's for camel, please. Proving once again that when it comes to Minecraft, I should not be trusted with the care of any four-legged creature. I had to deal with quite a few zombies that had made their way into the water. Thankfully, they're all focused on me, and they're kind of floating, so they're somewhat easy to kill, and they're not summoning any of their friends. Once I had dealt with all of that, I had to go out and try to deal with the massive flaming hole in my wall, getting shot in the face a few times in the process, having the whole tent just be totally gone. Camel, at least the weather deflector's okay. That would have been devastating. This is all improv from notes. Yep. Yep, it's all just improv from notes. This is when it comes to script, this is all we have. Like this is all we have for the day. And then we go from there. You can skip me fighting that last skeleton. It doesn't add as much to it. I grabbed whatever blocks I had in my inventory and made the ugliest patch I could for the wall, but at least it is once again a wall, not a hallway. The backpack. Absolutely not worth it. I did, though, have another backpack, so that in and of itself is nice. I wouldn't have traded the camel's life for it, though. Or at least I can't say that on video. I can't say that part out loud. I headed back into the cave to drop off a lot of the supplies that I had collected from all of the mobs. Bones for bone meal is at least good, if, again, not worth the trade. All of the wood, by the way, that I used to patch the hole, that's all burnt now, too. So I don't know exactly what to do with it, but it doesn't match the aesthetic of the rest of the build. So we're going to break it down and replace it all with more oak. I did, however, now since the tent is gone, now require a new gatehouse for the structure. So I started building one out of slightly less flammable materials. Mainly using sandstone to lock everything in place, and then also figuring with how easy it is for the zombies to climb up and over the wall, maybe I should make it a little bit higher. I grabbed the glazed terracotta from the top of the pyramid that I had collected a few days ago and used that to decorate around the very front of the base, quickly sleeping as I was starting to freeze to death, moving the weather deflector inside the bottom of the lake, now adding fire to one of the threats that it's constantly facing. With security now back on the table, I turned back to farming, dealing with all of the beetroot that I had collected from the village, and realizing that that's going to allow me to level up my food game massively. And yes, I now keep saying massive all the time because of the "you know what else is massive" meme, because I think it's funny. Because, again, comment bait. Oh. Hold up. That's huge. Wait, that's huge. Beetroot is finally good. Oh, Viking's going to give me so much grief for that line, but that's okay. Look, I'm sorry, Viking. Beetroot sucks. Anyway, this will allow me to make salads, which will give me regeneration, which is great since natural health is turned off. Instead of only having to rely on herbs to heal, which need me to have a limb damaged in order to consume them, I can just eat this salad and regenerate naturally. So we're going to want a lot of that. And I started breaking down all of the crops here just to get the bone meal for more. Oh, wait, I just realized the turtles are all gone. And then I realized that the camel wasn't the only thing that I had lost. Blood moon must have kind of killed the last few. That's a bummer. They've been here the whole time. I took all of the cactus and sugarcane to craft up some more cactus juice, so I had good hydration, taking whatever I could spare to make more bone meal to grow more cabbage and beetroot, grabbing a little bit of wheat and seeds from inside, and then going and chopping the cabbage so I could double it up into its leaf form so I could make myself even more. That would help if I didn't just make beetroot soup instead of the salads that I was actually intending to make, but I did get it on the second try, so second try is the charm here. I planted a lot more on the beetroot side of things, crafted up a few more salads, and then returned over towards the gatehouse, wanting to expand out my structure overall. I started building a bridge over this little tunnel right here, stopping a few blocks before connecting to the other side because I don't just want to make a buffet line into the base. Starting to excavate down the sand on this side, thinking I can make a secondary tower and structure over here that could potentially be more defensible than the lake itself. I heard a mouse click and I'm suddenly mildly paranoid. No, I haven't. I think that's just in game. Okay, let's test this. Oh, I'm not hungry. Now, the salads don't allow you to eat them when you're not hungry, so herbs are still probably the best way to heal, but it's nice to have another thing in my back pocket. I dealt with a single skeleton who almost single-handedly jumped up over the wall, fighting them through the little defensive slits that I've made in the gatehouse, and this place is working wonderfully. Yep, every time. This is what we do every time. I had a quick nap, and then on day 41, we returned back over to excavate the top of the island. Now, here's where we have a problem. The scorpion, not so much, but the witch... If you thought the skeletons were bad, and then play through all the live VO, I think. Yeah, this is what we do for every 100 days video. Have we had the Miracle Minute yet? 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern is where we will do the Miracle Minute. Yeah, I think I posted that. Yeah, Miracle Minute 4 p.m. EST today. Yeah, this is what it takes to make these videos.
I could make honeyed apples. Hello, bees.
Hello, bees.
Oh, wait, the turtles are back. Well, 2 of the turtles are back. I'm just getting all sorts of new friends now. This is wonderful.
Okay, so just double check. That's basically all rumbles.
Okay, so it's about a heart. It's not awesome, but it's something.
Oh,
The next
no. Nope. No. There we go. The new friends included whatever it is that's constantly rumbling under the ground underneath me. But once I was hungry enough, I finally ate one of the salads, figuring out it recovers about a heart. So it's not awesome, but it's something. I finished excavating out the layer of sand to level out the top of the island, to level out the top of the dune opposite my entrance, working on closing in the top of the structure and building an actual kind of upper level to the gatehouse. After that, I headed down into the workshop to take a look at a few of the create things and see what I could potentially make. What was I heading down there for? Nothing stood out as a major progression point, so I headed it back up, making myself a stonecutter with some of my few pieces of iron so I could craft up a lot of the different sandstone variants a lot faster. Day 42 is marked as time lapse, which I think is smart. So we might need to do just time lapse base building right here. So yeah, Beck might time lapse this. The following morning, it's time to build. I grabbed all of the sand that I had and started smoothing out the gradient of the different topography right here so I could just have a little bit better of a base structure. Trying to plan out a general shape so I could then use the existing supplies I have to build out the same sandstone and fence wall so that I had consistency across the whole base while still making this side a little bit more fortified. I want the central point where the two bases to connect to be a large tower that I could make a upper shooting floor from, so I'd be able to take out mobs from a distance, but also just being able to get up and above and away from any hordes that might be coming in, so it would take far more of them to crawl up to find me instead of just one or two pushing a kid up over the wall. I'm using the rope that I have to be able to climb up and then investing a whole bunch of wood in order to make this thing look different aesthetically, having a very nice tan contrast amongst the little beige that you see. The whole desert is beige. Everything is beige. I need to find whatever color I can, however I can. But I started taking a few too many skeleton shots late into the night, so I slept inside the gatehouse and then returned back to work the following morning, using the burnt fences as a really, really nice color contrast, but having not enough, so needing to craft a few over and do an intentional burn. I never thought I'd do something like that, but honestly, I think that's probably the best way to add black wood to Minecraft, so you don't need to make an ebony tree. That would be really cool. Mojang, please give us this. It would be awesome. But once the fences were all charred and ready to go, I completed out all of the decorations on the bridge itself, setting up some 4 posts on all of the walls, taking a whole bunch more wood that I had farmed throughout the day, and making the tower a few blocks taller. I then converted out the rope here for some trapdoors and some ladders on them, just to give different visual ways to bring myself up in altitude. And after dealing with a few mobs around the gatehouse, we were into day 44. See, now we're cooking. We have a lot more going. You did miss Beyblades, but it is on the VODs channel now. So you should be good to go. Now we've hit the point where I can actually survive and work throughout most of the day. So the progression in this starts to greatly, rapidly increase. And we're actually making time. So that's wonderful. We're getting there. We're getting there, chat. We're almost at the halfway point. I can almost like have a base that I think is moderately safe. And I've learned how not to set myself on fire. We've made progress. Let them cook. We're cooking. We're doing good. All right, day 44. Harvested crops, crafted new shovel. Shield broke on the first arrow hit. That sucks. Don't let them cook. When was the plant skin rating? That's not rude to ask. You're fine, Fate. Haven't scheduled it. We'll schedule it probably later this week. We'll probably do afternoon later this week. I'll get a couple friends over. I'll get a couple friends and we'll do it similar to how 4C did his. And I think that could be fun. Free Plinko. Gamble Cam? No. Gamble Cam? Yes. You're doing this in school season, so I'm missing so much stuff. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll do Plinko and then we'll do the wheels. All right, we have a lot of stuff coming in now. So here, let me just full screen this, and we'll put it back to primary so I can see and mark all of the redemptions. We have 2 VIPs that we need to do. Okay, so that was Peril, and then we have to do a Plinko. Nothing, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to blindly do this, and whatever's on top when I stop shuffling, it is here. Plus 10 minutes goes into the Plinko board. And then we had another wheel. You did the one before me. Oh, that was Brianna's. So that wheel to Plinko was Brianna's, and then unfortunately, Hearted, you got nothing as well. What a devastating gambling session for you all. Suddenly going one thing can come off as rude. No. You're fine. That's okay. You're good. Don't worry about it. You should play Hollow Knight eventually, maybe one day. We still need to get back and do a lot more Outer Wilds. I think we're gonna play it. I think tomorrow, if I can get the VO here to up to like day 60, maybe 70, tomorrow is gonna be like almost all Outer Wilds. I just want to go really hard and go deep in on that game. I think that could be wonderful. So we'll keep working our way for it. He did also redeemed a wheel. Was there 3 wheels? Oh, there's more one wheel. Wheel. Programmer. Hi, how are ya? Wheel. Nothing. A devastating gambling session for chat. My goodness. That was crushing. That was crushing. Your plugin doesn't like me. What happened now? There's too much nothing. I mean, come on. Y'all have had some really good sessions. This one was brutal. Well, you see, to be fair, Rise refactored it. Oh, Sil, did you multiverse import the worlds? Did you go onto the server and do MV import for each of the new worlds that needed to get added? Because that might be why it's mad. Working on it, but Badmin won't load at all. Yeah, Blowout won't load until all the worlds are loaded. So you have to log into the server, run the multiverse imports, and then restart the server, and then it should actually load. So that's like MV import, not Badmin commands. We're being destroyed a little bit, just a little. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of bad. All I said hate me, and I'm really just silly. You're fine. It's okay. You're fine. Day 44. Okay, so let's go back to the slim window view. Put you all back there. You get half the screen again. And we're in the process of getting more. Like, this is good. We're actually getting a lot done. Yeah, we're adding the maps now. We're going to add them to the dev server, and we're going to do a test on the dev server. So we'll just leak the dev server IP briefly so you all can connect to it. We'll run it that way, and then we'll like force set all 3 of those arenas just to get them all set up and be good to go. We'll play test all 3 a couple times, and then we'll likely try to schedule the patch for deploying it to all of the blowout instances, which is pretty manual, unfortunately. We have that's still a lot of work to do. But we can get all the blowout instances set up and configured, and then we'll be able to put it out as a patch probably later this week or next week. But we could test them privately here on the Subathon, collectively at some point today, if it stops hating Sil. So there's that. Okay. Crops. Crafted a new shovel. Shield broke. Found some cool diamond sand and a spawner. Breaking the structure to preserve the spawner. Broke the pick. Check out the nearby tower. Okay, so this is where we go check out the tower. Okay. Oh, this is about to be bad. Oh no, I remember what happened here. Where we started the day just dealing with a lot of our food. I'm putting down some additional dirt so that the melons will grow outward, taking care of all of the beetroot and cabbage before deciding to go venture out. My very first encounter with a skeleton broke my shield, so I had to head in and craft up a new one, down to less than a quarter stack of iron. That's kind of scary. Taking care of that one sniper and a single husk before heading over to go take a look at what is over here in the eastern direction from my base. I found a few more diamond sand chunks, so I got that all set up. Added block. Oh, geez. Finding a structure that was actually a husk spawner. And this one is close enough to my base that I'm going to want to preserve it. So instead of breaking the spawner, I broke the structure itself, so it would be welded up and no mobs would spawn. There's a decent bit of treasure in the chest too. There's a diamond just sitting here. That could have made my life so much easier when I was trying to make that weather machine. I grabbed a little bit of regular cactus to just repair. I grabbed a little bit of regular cactus so I can make myself more cactus juice, having to craft up another pick because my previous one had broken when breaking the spawner. Then it was time to go check out that tower. I heard a lot of scary sounds inside this thing, so I approached from the back wall, having a few pillager legionaries attack me and rush outside. The first one broke my helmet, so I broke in a shield, a pickaxe, and a helmet all in about 5 minutes. I'm having a very bad day here. I crafted up a replacement, but instead of dealing with the spawner down at the bottom, I just pillared up next to the building, trying to see maybe that there's just treasure at the top and I can circumvent the whole challenge. And there's a lot at the top, mind you, including another spawner here that I am very glad I approached from outside. This would almost certainly have killed me if I dug into it. At the very top, you guessed it, another spawner, but this one was exposed to the sky, so it was just light enough that it wasn't spawning anything, and I was able to break it at the great cost of my personal health, just having to spend quite a few herbs to heal. At the top, it was worth it. I think that's all the live VO. The only problem we have right now is that there's a tornado in near distance. I have to pillar my way down the tower. There's a ton of mobs here, including baby versions of the Legionnaire that could make their way through a 1-block gap that I need to close. Oh yeah, and I'm freezing to death. I headed up to the near top of the tower, just putting down a couple torches, hoping that and holding one in hand would just barely give me the heat I needed to survive the night. I can't sleep. Wait, could I sleep? I can't sleep because there's too many monsters nearby, so that's the only way I can make it, just standing up here and hoping for the best. I did spot some lava in the distance, which was worthwhile to make a note of. Digging down the tower as the sun started to rise, grabbing a few of these blocks so they could be really good decorative additions to the base. Figuring out that there's a few mobs down on the ground, which is going to cause me a problem, as that skeleton has my number.
Could be a problem.
So one of my feet is broken, which means I'm going to take additional fall damage. I have less than my max hearts. I'm out of healing herbs, and the skeleton is sniping me. So I bridged around this structure, out and over off of a cactus, jumping off and making a break for it. I'm slowed because of my feet, so the mobs can just gain on me, but I still need to run and sprint as fast as I can just to try to cover distance. That, however, triggers a new problem.
Okay.
That was very close.
That was close.
So that was a very productive 24 hours. So I just stayed inside for the rest of the... Oh my god.
Cheer 100. I am going to go back. Hugging Face is releasing a course on agents. Then I will build Optimum's...
Optimus Prime to send Discord pings at 3 o'clock in the morning, and how sad Shelby is for you not visiting her grave. Then I will go to work. Good luck on the subathon. Thank you, programmer. I really appreciate it. Good to see you. So that was a very... Good to see you. But yeah, that's just every channel meme all in one message. I love it. Okay. We need to get to day 50. We're actually pretty close to day 50. We're doing good. At least day 50, and then we're going to go eat. Actually, here, let me very quickly send a message that we should prep upstairs for streaming so we can make food. That is one way to mess up. All right, y'all get chair for just a few seconds. Here, I'll put music back on. You get chair. I'll be right back. Okay, chair's done. Hi, chair. Hi, little guy. How you doing? I went upstairs. Weren't you? Oh, we should. Should we do it right now? No. We get to 50 and then we record the chair clip. We reward ourselves for doing good voiceover work and being a good YouTuber by making a silly chair clip. Right? Let's get this right. Let's do this right. That, however, triggers a new problem. Okay. You did 38 to near 50. No. I can't reward myself for almost. I need to actually get it done. We've almost gotten 12 whole days of voiceover done in this chunk. And I'm only going to record up to at most day 80 on stream. I'm going to try to find a time to sneak away to record the last 20 days. So that way you all don't see the end of the video. I think it's more fun if you all don't see the end of the video. So yeah. Once I was inside, that was a very eventful day in Minecraft. So I just worked on crops. Farming is easy. Farming is not super dangerous, at least not yet. There might be a way that it is. I really hope I don't find it. I used all of the bone meal I had to craft myself up. A little bit over a dozen. A little bit under? Under. Yeah, it's under. I used all of the bone meal I had to craft myself up a little bit under a dozen tonics, not tonics, herbs. Tonics is another thing. I used all of the bone meal that I had to craft myself up a little bit under a dozen herbs, taking a look at all the supplies I had and actually using one of the backpacks as a larger organizable chest, because you can actually sort those just by middle clicking.
It's a lot of food. Oh my goodness.
As it started to get late, I swam into the cave and took a look at quite a decent bit of food that I have here. Reorganizing all of the treasure, making myself a few buckets because I'm going to go want to get some of that lava in the morning. Day 46. I first looked and saw what those coins that the Legionnaires had dropped would be useful for. There's a few different villagers that would trade that for different supplies, so I'm going to want to carry them around on me in case I run into them. The sword that I had gotten was actually pretty awesome. Both of them were actually pretty awesome for different reasons, so those are my new everyday carry weapons. With a few skeletons taken care of, I headed out over the ravaged lands just opposite my base, first mining up a whole bunch of coal, then seeing a zombie spawner, an old school zombie spawner just in the wall here, which had been uncovered as all of the sand had been stripped away by a hurricane. I grabbed all of the gunpowder from in the chest, just marking it and leaving it for later, stashing all of the supplies and continuing my adventure over towards the lava. This terrain is wild to see. All of the sand picked up and pulled away, exposing a lot of ore for me, which is great. There's zinc, iron, copper, a lot of things I could use, but the lava that I had spotted from the top of the tower is probably the biggest thing here. I have to quickly throw it in the backpack, which somehow insulates me from the heat. But I'm not going to complain about that. It is the only way that this is actually probably survivable. I grabbed a whole bunch of sand and dirt from over here on the other side of the hill, which I won't need to watch all the time, making my way into the base via the actual tower and climbing across the bridge over towards the lake, jumping down for a quick nap on a very productive day. Continuing that productivity into day 47, where I'm chopping more trees to get myself a whole bunch more wood, crafting down all of the rotten flesh that I had into... Crafting down all of the rotten flesh that I have over... Yeah, try it again. Crafting down all of the rotten flesh that I have into over a dozen chunks of leather. That is, once they smelt. We're making progress. See, this is what they have to deal with. They have to listen to me do this. The only thing that is different about doing it now versus when I normally do it is when I'm doing it off camera, I'm usually cursing my brain out to reset myself, which is quite funny. Tuning into the cave and hearing your YouTuber voice was disconcerting. Yeah, sorry. I have to go into YouTuber voice to record the videos. No, I do. The amount of obscenities the editors have had to cut out of these voice files whenever I mess up is pretty extent. Clover!
Message percent.
13 months of subscribership. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, that's in the part of the video that you don't see. So there's that. Yeah, when I'm off camera, I don't censor myself as much. Which I do think every mod, the first time they've been in a VC for me, I think it vapor locks them, which is kind of funny. Every blowout dev is all set. Still, you are wonderful. Thank you. Every mod the first time that they're in a call with me and they hear me in non-on-camera censorship mode, it has been very funny. And again, all it is like I'll occasionally curse a little bit. But even when it does happen is yeah, Auburn, that happened to me. I short-circuited. Even when it does happen, half of the time they're fine. The other half of the time they're like, what the? Did Legs just? No. Really? Like, it's entertaining. It's entertaining to me. It's like when the kids are watching. Yep. That's why. Oh, it is funny. Yeah. We're making. But it is funny. Legs knows bad words? No. So it is funny. That's more than you would think. Auburn. How do I say this? I need to be good on camera. So if I have my daily quota, I need to let it out somewhere. Okay, we're in day 47. Dumped. Okay. Oh, he's a sailor. I have my moments. But with everything done on the surface, it was time to head it down into the workshop and put this lava to use, dumping it all into the basin, which gets pumped into the tank, which heading back up to make myself a quick bit of sandpaper and some coal blocks, and I swear I'm not eating them. That's just what the animation looks like. I was able to make a coal rod, which started the process of turning this into a blaze rod. That requires multiple back and forth between spreading lava on it and then hitting it into the press. But after about 4 cycles of that, you're done.
Let's go. Now I just need to do that 8 more times. 7 more times.
Well, you know how I said done? It's mostly like kind of done. You're started. You will be done eventually, but first you have to eat a whole bunch more coal blocks, do a whole bunch more of the lava spraying, the smashing, the spraying, the smashing, the spraying, the smashing, the spraying, the smashing, the spraying, and then you get another blaze rod. You might need to cut that out, but please cut that to the cuts. That would be brilliant. And since I'm in create mode, I did a whole bunch more research into other things that I could do, trying to find renewable ways to get myself other resources. Stone is looking promising, but I'm not 100% sure how to figure it out, because if I can do that, I can make a create-based iron farm. Y'all always yell at me to make one. I never figure it out. I'm not that smart at create. Maybe one day we'll do a create 100 days. Black screen for the last couple sentences. I'm not eating coal blocks. I'm sandpapering them. So it's just what the animation looks like. But what you do is you see that sandpaper in slot 8, and then you take the coal block, you put it in your offhand. And by sandpapering the coal block, you make a coal rod, which you can use in a multi-step process to make a blaze rod. But yeah, like, that would be fun. Also, Beck needs to learn create, which is quite fun. But it looks like you're eating it, so I made the joke for the animation because it absolutely does. Oh. And as long as we're on the topic of science, I learned something huge the next morning. Minor instant health. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect because I have gold for days. Hi, friend. Are you trying to learn create on my own? I think that's what the plan is. Hello. Yeah, usual setup. That'd be great. We're gonna cook, chat. We're gonna make food. I think it's gonna be like these really good pesto ham and cheese sandwiches. That's fine. But yeah, if you can just set me up, I'm gonna make sandwiches, and we're gonna do it's like these pesto pressed grilled ham and cheese sandwiches, which are really good. And so we're gonna have all of that, and then we're gonna have it's this one. Disconnect. Yeah, a camera got unplugged. A camera's going upstairs to get set up. Yeah, so it's I'll read the full recipe, and we're gonna clean. You're gonna watch me put dishes away. But it's ham and Havarti grilled cheese with pesto aioli. That's our lunch. We're getting some really yummy sandwiches. That'd be good. You good? I'd be willing to bet that they're somewhere on the pool table. I'll keep yapping. Yeah, lights would help. Let's see what we're doing. Buzz? Buzz? Oh, the bee. Found them. Yay. Oh, this is perfect. Minor instant. So while instant health seems interesting, I'm actually going to go for the glistering version, which is a cold drink, which would give me even additional heat resistance to be able to make my way through the desert much more. I reset the water purification hopper furnace setup, throwing a bunch of water bottles into a barrel on the top and letting that cook. Looking into what I could do with my food options as well, since we're about to level up our drink game, and two things stand out here. Kelp rolls would be awesome, but I don't have carrots. Maybe I can get one from a zombie at some point in the future. But for right now, these cabbage wraps could do really good, as you could use beetroot in place of the meat here, and that finally puts that on the table and available to me. Nope. Yeah, that's me and you. That's me going up into the YouTuber register. That's me going up into YouTuber register, which is like it's half an octave up, and just a slightly different cadence. Yeah. Well, that's what. So when we're talking to chat, this is just me talking, and this is just like me talking to you and everything else.
Just normal.
Normal conversation. But when we're a YouTuber, we need to go up, and we need to have all of these beats so that you could put the cuts on it, and then eventually
accents.
we go down.
Exactly.
It's somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. Oh no, Lagundo has a fake voice for his. No, he doesn't. He just talks like a YouTuber. It's like it's what I can imagine what it's like to know somebody who's a newscaster, right? Or customer service, right? So, what's the newscaster? Today on Skyblock Kingdoms, 34 people have been found falling into the void. No one knows why they started going crazy, but they were chanting, "It has to be this one," as they continued pushing through into madness. Larry has more information from the field. Larry, can you tell us more? Like, it's that. it's that, like, cadence and the, like, slightly I know more than you, like, aggression in their voice, which I don't understand why every newscaster talks like that. But they all do. They all do, and it's so weird. But then, like, talking here in chat and talking to you all versus thank you password. It's gotta be this one. 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 Jingle bells, jingle bells. We're at 48. I just got distracted. We're going to be going to 53, actually, because it's the end of this block. Oh, Sil, you missed the madness. You missed the madness. So we went to go find the end portal in one chunk. It took us an hour to get to where the stronghold was. And then it took 2.5 hours to generate the stronghold portal. So it took us an hour between eyes and scanners and everything else to find like the first stronghold chunk. So then we generated that. And then it took 2.5 hours and over 30 chunks to generate the stronghold portal itself. It was hell. It was 2 a.m. We've all lost our minds. We'd all gone crazy. All bets were off. It was probably amazing to watch. Every person who was involved in that has something that they will eventually have to talk to their therapist about, myself included. But hey, I am Larry. We'll be having a reign of humans? Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weather Report. Today, right around the southeast corridor, we're going to be having a lot of humans falling from the sky as a lot of people are throwing themselves down from the void. You're going to watch out and maybe grab that umbrella as there's going to be a lot to deal with from all of the blood and other issues as people are going to be splatting down onto the ground. Now, going into the weekend, we're going to have it's that cadence. Like newscasters have that cadence. Weathermen have that cadence. Like every single person has that cadence. You can't get away from it. And YouTubers have it too. Unless you're a video essayist, and then it's going down here where we're talking about a lot super dramatically, and then occasionally doing a very long pause. Unless you're half as interesting, and then you do the YouTuber cadence at the lower register. Lovely? Where's Lovely? Strimmer Lovely is misspelled plus Where? Where is it misspelled? Lovely day. Oh my god. I see it. I see it now. ASMR is just I can't get into it. Commands, edit, lurk. How long has that been wrong? How long has that been wrong? It's been so long. Let's use a leg emote because why not? Boop. I didn't notice either. Okay, it's been fixed. Oh no, clips are coming in. Uh-oh. Yeah, the human forecast. Oh no. Okay, back to our editing. It's been fixed. Okay. Where were we? What were we doing? And available to me. So we're up here. That does require making a cook pot. Oh. No. Okay. That's going to require a cook pot to make, though. So I had to head up to grab the iron that I had smelting. I grabbed a few of the ingredients that I had along the way, just making myself more and different fruits, having to craft up some bamboo planks to try to make a wooden shovel, which you need for the cook pot. But then forgetting, because it had been like 35 days since I'd made a wooden tool, that this isn't how you make them. Oh, but I need to do that. Oh, no. Go away. Go away. I have the thing. Go away.
Once this specific old man was done yelling at a cloud, I did hover by the door, worried that maybe the weather deflector didn't work underwater, before going back down to the workshop and toughening up that wooden block, crafting up the cookpot for myself, and heading up towards the surface, because I'm probably going to need to put it up here so I won't be cooked to death. The following morning, I took care of all of these husks that were around. Wait, did I not? Oh, yeah. Okay. The following morning, I took care of all of the husks that were around the base, getting a few more rotten chunks, so that's some more leather in the bank, dealing with a few spiders, and then heading over towards the ravaged area just to pick up a whole bunch of coal. I'm going to want a lot of it, both for more coal rods, but also just for fuel for all of the different cooking and smelting that I have to do. Making my way over towards the lava pool to grab myself another half a dozen buckets, taking a nice slow walk back over.
Oh, that's huge. I don't need to carry the... Yep.
Day 49. Did I actually push further? Oh, no. Okay, so I got to change that. Just to pick up a whole bunch of coal. Boop, boop. I headed over towards the lava pool, grabbing a half a dozen buckets of lava and throwing those into the backpack, drinking myself one of those melon juices and realizing it gives me the bottle back. So with that juice on board, I don't need to hold a soul torch in order to survive in the desert now, which means I can finally continue pushing out further and further into the sands. Hello, Soapy. How you doing? I found a few more of the resource sand chunks, gold, redstone, and emerald specifically, banking all of those in the backpack before finding a small sandstone structure. Digging into it, I figured out that it had 4 gold blocks on the bottom, which is huge for me. Gold is proving to be the most valuable resource I can find, but I'm not stopping at just that, grabbing anything else. Skulls, cookies, water bottles at somebody who is very lost on a suntanning day. Making a very large loop around, but not being able to make it back towards the base, so I slept up in a tree. What's that? For when I need it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Camera is set up. Are we going to be doing the Discord call technique again?
No, we'll just stream from up there.
Gotcha. Then I'll start up OBS and...
Yeah, you might need to re-add the overlay. Okay, I'll re-add the overlay because I think we closed it. Oh, whoops, hold on. You might need. I'll need to re-add the overlay because I think we got rid of it when Flatline was still fixing it to make sure that we were still good. So, okay.
Chat. Y'all are
Is the other mic upstairs? So okay, in case Beck joins, so Beck can join in. Okay, cool. We're gonna get to day 53 because that is where this video recording chunk ends. So that feels like a good stopping point. Gold is proving to be the most valuable resource I can find, but I'm not stopping at just that, grabbing anything else. Skulls, cookies, water bottles at somebody who is very lost on a suntanning day. Sierra's taking advantage of the fact that he's logged in on my laptop upstairs. That's hilarious. I'm seeing me talk. Identity theft is not a joke, Sierra. But at this point, I had ventured far enough away from home that I couldn't make it back, so I just climbed up into a tree and slept there. The following morning, I chopped that down, and y'all, it's day 50, and I can finally walk around in this whole base, in this whole world, without freaking out, without burning to death. I can push out into the wilds and finally make progress.
So I took advantage of it and explored. I know we were just doing a whole bunch of cooking, but I have mutton on me, and I am just excited to go out and see what this world has to offer. And what it has to offer is just watch.
And I don't want it to get picked up on my microphone.
Hold on, what do I say here?
Goodness, I did not think about that. I did not think that that would be trapped. I should be used to everything being trapped. Thank goodness I was standing back here, or else that could have been really, really bad. I genuinely don't know what kind of damage explosives do in this pack. Wait a second. That's rabbits. I also had my sound really low because I'm also watching Critical Role right now. And I don't want it to get picked up on my microphone.
I'm missing the C3 finale while recording this on Subathon. Hey, speaking of streaming, I'm still live on my Subathon as I'm recording this voiceover. Chat right now is probably saying hi to you. I don't know if I'll be live when this video comes out, but go to twitch.tv/Lagundo and come join, because we're going to be doing a lot of cool streaming stuff anyway. Hello, future me. But I headed over towards where the rabbits were, slaying them absolutely mercilessly, getting a whole bunch of rabbit hide, but most importantly, raw meat. I crafted up a brush from one of the feathers I had collected and actually used that at the bottom of the well to get myself a few pottery sherds. It's really nice to be able to do and engage with different mechanics. Hi, me, do your homework. Here, hold on. I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm going to post it into this. And I'm going to post that into the document to be put on screen. There you go. It'll be put into the video. The fact that that gladiator sword has looting on it is huge. It means that a lot of rarer mob drops are things that I can actually rely on having. As I'm just continuing to explore around, I found another random raw gold block as well as a few emerald blocks, heading my way back towards the base, having done a really massive loop. The following morning was and that night was a harvest moon. So despite the fact that the worm is rumbling underground, I'm just trying to focus on my crops here, using whatever bone meal I can manage to just increase the yield of everything I can afford to do, trying to get everything for the salads, the wraps, or any other high-density foods that I could grab. I took all of the treasure that I had collected and dumped that out into my valuables chest, getting all of these sand chunks and water bottles sorted, moving all of the sandstone off to the side, and sleeping as I started to freeze. Day 51, I started with a little bit more inventory organizing, just putting everything in place before returning back down to the workshop, dumping all of the lava into its own supply so we could continue on the production of blaze rods, setting all of the different foods to smelt so that could all be good to go. I used the first little bit of lava to actually make myself a magma block, because that's going to be able to power the stove really easily, and then started with the totally not eating of coal rods and then smashing and pressing them to make more blaze rods. I'm doing these one at a time so I don't get stuck with all of them in different steps of the process, going back up and now focusing on food, chopping up a whole bunch of lettuce and then taking that magma block and putting the cook pot on top so I can finally start cooking. I threw all of the beetroot and all of the cabbage leaves I could into it, making myself up my first few cabbage rolls. The only problem I have is standing anywhere close to that magma block immediately makes me overheat, so I need to keep my distance. I focused my time on chopping trees, investing 3 of my diamonds into making myself a full diamond axe. My first diamond tool in this world, 51 days in. This has been a challenge. I crafted up a chest to throw all of the food and supplies in here, heading inside, replanting, and then moving all of the food from the chests on the interior out so I can start organizing all of my loot into different areas. Having everything on its own workstation in its own place feels great. Having the magma block here lets me work later into the night, so I'm actually getting more time out of each day. 52. Okay, perfect. And that productivity just lit a fire under me, metaphorically and actually physically, as I headed out over towards the secondary base area, taking a look at all of the different sandstone walls and working on planning everything out so that none of the walls would have that weird spot where the pattern needed to repeat or was cut off by half, setting up everything in place, well, at least all of the sandstone, before mining out all of the ground, figuring out that there's actually a ravine underneath here that I desperately need to light up, or else mobs are going to be spawning underneath this part of the base. Once that was clear, I headed back up and over, just starting to organize all of the sandstone, everything I had, into a singular backpack, so I could easily move it over for more building.
Oh, storm.
And just as I started to go to bed, storm. That cough is so bad. That put me on edge because I burned my hand right away the next morning, forgetting that the furnace was on. The clouds are roaring, the wind is whistling, there are ghosts flying overhead, and I'm not exactly sure what they come from. But this is a straight up thunderstorm, not a tornado where the weather deflector will actually keep it away. Instead, not a tornado that the weather deflector will keep it away. Instead, I need to be careful of just getting struck by lightning. And I don't know what that'll do with the damage mods that I have in this pack.
Oh, wow.
And it turns out, actually, it is also a tornado.
That's really close. Should be safe, though. Why am I just so... Is it just this? That magma block does a ton of damage. If I had to worry about that, I'd be really concerned right now. Finally.
With the magma blocks sorted and now me being able to be safe throughout the rest of the day, I crafted up a diamond shovel to continue upgrading my tools and then just chopped trees, watching the storm keep its distance. With a whole bunch more oak now in my possession, I was able to extend the fences and the gates up, starting to work on an actual entrance to the gatehouse, or at least a top of it right now, so that I could be safe from all of the elements and potential attacks from above. I'm mainly using wood for the roof, as I'm not going to need to worry about fire here at all, but being extra careful and putting a bit of sandstone in the center, so the lantern that I hung from here has no potential chance of catching flame. From the watchtower, I looked out at all of the mobs overnight and thought, no. We're not dealing with that today. I'm going to sleep. All right, that is 253. So from 38 to 53, that's only 15 days of voiceover, but that's still better than nothing. Save as, did I put that in the right place? No, I didn't. So we can close this. We can go here. Videos, cold storage, deserts, VO. And we can move this to here. And then from here, we're going to upload it to the actual folder itself. And then in the documents, we're going to grab this VO complete to here header, which I put in the doc so they know how much is done. And that's to here. So we're done. So that's all set up. So we just continue. We'll continue with day 54 in the next recording block. And we'll probably get to about here. And then I'm going to record the rest. I'm going to try to record the rest off stream. Maybe Beck and Sierra can do a cooking stream tomorrow. That it'll happen from the laptop. And I don't need to worry about doing it from up here. So music. That's a tomorrow me problem. That's basically where my head was at. Project saved. Marker done. One more. No. There's a big... If we do the next block, we're going to day 58. And we'll get there. We'll get there in time. We'll get there. Okay. We have to record a new... This'll be funny. New chair stream video. So here. We'll go here. Okay. We're going to start recording. Okay. And then I'm going to hide under here. Okay. I know I bonked the desk. I was trying to spin it 360, but the arm got caught underneath the desk. Hello there, chair.
Year 100, hello there, chair. General chair.
Chair for doing the subathon. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it this way because then it's a good reference to the subathon itself. So we have to remux this recording. Boop, boop. Hold on, where is it? There, where was it? Here it is. Boop, boop. Here, videos, cold storage. Did we not remux Oops All DMs? We did not. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to let that happen while we go upstairs. Chair. Gonna have to trim it quick. Nobody redeemed it. We're making a new one. We're making a new one. Okay. That to here. And then videos, cold storage, DMs. G&D-1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We were playing D&D for a while. We can just go here. I can show you all. I'm going to set these videos so that they will be able to process. This is 8. This is 7. I'll set these videos to process overnight, or not overnight, but in a bit. No, I can just set them to remux now because why not? So here, remux. Move that over. File, new project. Share. Edit. Project share. We can new sequence 1080p 2995. Perfect. We need to cut the me out of both ends of the chair. And we should also unlink it so that it has no audio, just so we don't have to worry about it. So we're making a new chair. Okay, so where is it? Perfect. So there. Perfect. There to there. And then we can just export this. Actually, we can export this in place. Stream. Old stuff. 2023. Reactive. Nope. Stream events. Nope. New layouts. Camera? No. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Stream. I'm just going to put it in the root folder. Share 25. And this can be like 720p. It doesn't need to be big. We can do 1080, actually. 1080. Let's export it quick. Pop up. Hello there. Chair Mark II. The new chair. Chairmageddon. Okay. Okay. So let me just see something here. Streamer.bot. Restore. Actions. Do I have chair actually set up as an action chair? Camera. No, this is all sorts of other stuff. I do not have chair set up as an action. That's the counter. This is PTS. Stream info. Nope. Old stuff. Nope. Logo. Nope. Channel points. IM speed and RTX off. We do not add share. Channel points. Concurrent. Oh, so there. So this doesn't go into any queue. Options, trigger. We need to go to platforms, Twitch, channel point rewards. We're going to delete this. Oh no, we need to delete it on the streamer side of things. So here it goes to community? No. Where's channel points? Viewer rewards, power-ups and channel points. I got it. Manage rewards. So we're going to delete the chair here. Dun, dun, dun. Chair stream, delete. Yes. We're going to add a new goal. And this is going to be called chair. 5,000 points. Chair. We'll make it like a nice blue. Okay. We'll put it on a... That's a 10-minute cooldown. 20 minutes is 12. 15-minute cooldown. Okay. So that's chair. And then action cues. Is it enabled? Pause. No. Enabled. Yes. Don't redeem it yet. It's not doing anything yet. So chair. So this favorite triggers. This will go Twitch. Community. No, it's redemption. Rewards. Pyramid raid. General. No. Connections. Community goal. No. Channel reward. Reward redemption. No, not updated. Shoot. Twitch. Channel reward. Reward redemption. Of share. Okay. And then this needs to be actions. So, set source visibility states. This needs to be on the camera's scene. Where is my camera scene? I can't see it. Camera scene. We need to turn chair to visible. Then we need to do a delay of 60,000 milliseconds, which is 60 seconds. And then set source visibility states. Share cameras. Share to hidden. So that works. And then we need to make sure in this scene. I don't know if we're going to be able to modify this in the moment. So hold on. Cameras. Share. Browse. Stream. Share 25. Loop. Local file. Speed. Color range. Muted. Turn it on. Transform. Fit to screen. So chair. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Now it's more lined up because the camera's in the exact same position. I can just disappear. So, whoosh, I'm gone. And I'm here. And I'm gone. And I'm here. And I'm gone. And I'm here. I don't like that. So, somebody redeem chair. Chair should be redeemed now. Chair should be redeemable now. You will no longer perceive me. Whoosh, and I'm gone. Chair! That's awesome. That's wonderful. Okay, so it does smack the desk, but that's honestly funny. I think this is funnier that it smacks the desk. It's more entertaining. You know what the funniest part is? You can see me in the reflection on the wheel. You can see me in the reflection on the wheel moving it. I just want to make sure that the video is longer than the time that we have it there. Did it loop? How long is the video? We can check this. Oh, the video is only 45 seconds long. So we're going to change this to 44. So that way it won't loop. So so you have chair for 45 seconds now. So it did loop. Okay, so now it'll be chair for 40. So the video is 46 second long. So it'll do chair for 45. So it's just enough that we should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to test trigger it just to be sure. Boop. Chair. And I can still turn chair on and off with this button. Should we make it play a sound effect when I disappear? That would probably be funny, right? Oh, this is too easy. This is too easy. This is too easy. Hold on. Hold on. This is too easy. No. Music. Old assets. Sound effects. Minecraft sounds. Where's Enderman? Boop. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay, cool. So that sound effect doesn't, I don't even need to trim it. So I can just grab this and I'm just going to copy it over to here. Meta, stream, paste, rename, Enderman. So we go to StreamerBot, right? So we go to StreamerBot, and now here it's core, sounds, play sounds, sound file to play. It just goes into stream, Enderman. Volume really low though, doesn't need to be loud. Okay, so that would go here. Okay, so let's test it. Let's test the whole thing now all together. Everybody ready? I think it needs. Okay, so let's cancel it. Boop. Let's try it again. Ready? That's perfect. That's perfect. The sound was a little too early, but I moved it. I moved it after the file was made visible, and now it's there. Because making the file visible takes a few frames. Do we make it appear? Do we make the sound effect happen again when I reappear? I think just duplicate it. So yeah, so now it appears again. And then yeah, we need a little particle effect, and that's perfect. Hold on. Let's see. Can we get a green screen video? Enderman teleport particle effect. Enderman return. Oh yeah, Enderman. Hold on. Return sound effect.
There is one. Okay, so we can download this. 4K video downloader. Hi, May. What's up? We're making silly things. Pasting audio. Okay, we're making silly things. We're up to day 53. So we're done with voiceover for right now. Come on. Come on. Download. It's not working. I love silly things. Okay, we're just going to have to record this. Okay, so hold on. We're just going to have to record this. So everybody be quiet for a few seconds. Start recording. Okay, I think that's all the sound effects. Okay. Boop, boop. Ah! It's taking over my play pause button. Okay. So let's delete this. Yeah, you're right. The return sound effect is better. Boop. Here. This. Videos. Return. And that's it. Okay, so we're back to here. Making silly things. We're making silly things. I like silly things. Silly things are fun. Videos. Meta. Return. Need to clear all of the tracks so that it'll pull all of them in. Boop. Nope, that's chair. Nope, that's chair again. Return. Unlink. So we really only need this track. Let's pause our music so we can hear it. There you go. That's the sound effect we need right there. That one. So bop. Bop. Clear all of these other things. We're going to amplify this quite a bit, though. It's very quiet. Perfect. So here, audio gain about 11. Perfect. Perfect. File, export, media. And this needs to just be an audio file. Nope, no, here. Presets. It can just be a, where's a waveform? Waveform audio. Return. Export. How does it feel that you've been absolutely outbalded by Wade? Look. He can have these, okay? The man got top 10. I need to let him have it. He earned that. Okay, so we're here, and then we'll copy this, and then this needs to play the return sound effect. This can be louder. Probably about like here. That feels about the right volume. Okay. All right, ready? I'm going to test it. Okay, ready? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was on the wrong view. So, okay, so we have that. We have the play sound. Now we're going to test the whole thing in action. Here, let's skip because this song's loud. Okay, ready? Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. I'm gone. You can't perceive me. And wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. I bumped the desk twice. And I'm back. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Why not, May? Why not? The question is why not? Okay, if we're on a kick of doing silly things, we're gonna do another silly thing before we go make food. We're gonna do another silly thing because I want to. Where should me getting shot in the face go? Should it become the camera or should it play on the overlay? Because I feel like
that could go either way. I think we could do this either way. So Control N, sequence, 1080p here. Nope, no, not just the audio. I need the whole thing. Legacy chair, 5001 channel points equals chair stream legacy. Maybe. I think in the overlay thunk sound effect from getting shot in the head. Hold on. Okay. I tabbed right to it. Okay. I tabbed right to it. Every time it's funny. Okay. We didn't hit. I'm just adding this for fun. Okay. Okay. Do we do it with the whole overlay or do we crop it? Yeah, it's bad. Oh yeah, TNT got a whole good clip. We'll show the whole clip.
He's loading again.
TNT got a really good clip of the whole thing in one go. Okay. Do we show the whole thing or do we just crop it to be like just here so we don't have the timers and stuff on screen so it's cleaner? Close up? So we could just have it be like right about here. Put me in the center of the screen. Okay. Let's make it a little slower. Okay. Right like that? Is that perfect? Does that feel good? Okay. Okay. Control M. Let's render this out. I'm just going to call this okay. 1080p. Export it. Perfect. Okay, so now where do we put it? Where do we put it? First off, let's make it a source. We need to make it a source in here. So let's go here. So let's go to our I'm just gonna put it in the extras folder so I can just make this easier. Extra video memes, because I'm preparing for having to add more of these. Rename, because adding more of these would be fun. We're gonna add a video source. I know you can't see anything right now. Sorry. Okay. We're going to browse. We're going to locate here. And we're going to go to M videos. And you're going to... Where's the... Oh, no. It's M stream. Okay. Loop. Restart playback. Close when inactive 100%. So, okay. Did you add the particle? I haven't yet because I need to find video footage to add the particle. So we'll get to that. Okay, so where do we put this? Okay. Where do we put this? And then filters. There's a filter for... There is a way that you can make a video auto hide itself when it's done playing. Oh yeah, JF, we had moments. We've had moments. Okay, so if we go to our embedded scenes, here, actually, let's rename this really quickly, just so we're super consistent. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gets 5 dashes on it, so we're good. Okay, that's a whole, no, that was just one regular Nerf bullet. That was not the mega one. Okay, where do we put it? Do we just put it on the camera? Or do we put it on the overlay? Like up in the corner somewhere? Or maybe down in this right-hand corner we haven't used. We haven't used this yet. So if we're on the overlay scene, we can go to add. We can embed a scene. We can embed the extra video meme scene. And we can put it here. Like just down here in the corner, bottom right-hand corner. Boop. And now what we can do, so now it's just there. So this is perfect. So we can, as far as channel points, we can add a new event. I'm just going to call this okay. What we're going to do is we're going to add a core logic, get a random number. We're going to get a random number between 0 and 10. And it is random number between added into the arguments at percent random number percent. Okay, so random number between 0 and 10. Then we're going to add a logic break. If else. So if percent random number equals 1, we will do nothing and continue. Else we'll break. So if it rolls a 1, if it rolls 1, you're there. What do we get? Another gapple. Oh geez. And then what it'll do is it will be recent sub actions, set source visibility states. In the extra video memes channel, it's going to make OK visible. How long is the OK video? Hold on. M stream. How long is the OK video? Okay. It is 3 seconds long. Jeez. Okay. So so favorites delay of just over 3 seconds. Set source visibility state on extra video memes okay to hidden. So now there's a 1 in 10 chance that this will happen. Favorite triggers, a test trigger, perfect. So we're just gonna run it a couple times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every time it's a 10% chance. Okay. It works. It works. It works. Yes. So another bit bounty has not yet been activated. It hasn't come up yet. So that works. So now what we can do is we're going to add a channel point redemption for, okay, this is fun. This is fun. So now we're going to add a channel point redemption called not okay. 10% chance to show Lagundo getting headshots. How much should this cost if it's 10% chance? How much? I think it should still cost a decent bit. 10,000 channel points on a 10% chance? 10% equals 10K. 5? What does Chairstream cost? Chairstream is 5K, right? I think 1,000 sounds fair. And we're going to put it on a 5-minute cooldown. So 3. We're going to put it on a 10. Yeah. We're going to put it on a 5-minute cooldown. And it'll go in group overlay memes. Actually, and chair can go in group overlay memes as well. So I think that's all set up. So that's all good. Actually, Plinko needs to go into a group. Needs to go into group subathon. Just so I can keep the track of this. And Wheel needs to go into group subathon. We can delete from StreamerBot because we have the real first now. This needs to go into group overlay memes, even though it doesn't do anything right now. Spin the wheel, group subathon. Perfect. So now there should be a new channel point redemption for not okay that you can redeem. And there is a 1 in 10 chance of when you redeem it, down here, like down here roughly, it'll show me getting shot in the face. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Dust gambled and lost. Unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Nothing gonna hold you back when you got it like that. It has a 5-minute cooldown. I'm gonna turn the 5-minute cooldown off right now. I'm gonna let you all just do it. I'm gonna put it on a 10-second cooldown. It's on a 10-second cooldown now. I'm potentially gonna regret this. Go eat. I wanted to make funny things. We've made channel point sinks now. Now there's something that channel points can be spent on, which is funny. Hold back when you got it like that. The only problem is it's only gonna work on this computer. Chair! The teleport sound effect scared me. The teleport sound effect jump scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so coded to hearing that and thinking it's a problem. This is great. I'm so happy. I had to. You got too comfortable. That's track. That tracks. Oh, we've added fun things. We've added new fun things. I'm here. I'm back again. You can once again perceive me. I'm waiting for it to trigger off of one of you all hitting it. But not all get the redeem. It's on what kind of dark magic is this? What's the new reward for? See here, I get shit. It's the clip of me getting shot in the face. So there's a 10% chance when that get redeemed that the clip will pop up right here. Like down here. The back trigger sound is too low. We can make that. Okay, we can make that louder. Okay, we can make that louder. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Where's chair? Where did I put chair? Chair. Boop. And this does not need to finish playing. That feels like a good volume. I want this to pop up. No, it's on a 10-second cooldown. It's 10% every time. So it's not cumulative. It's not 1 in 10. It's 10% every time. So one thing I need to do is I need to make this skip the queue. I need to make this skip the queue. Because if not, it's going to fill the queue, which is going to be a bit of a mess. Going down tonight. And okay, so settings. Channel points. I'm going to make it skip the queue. So here we go. So not first. Become mayor is currently disabled. Skip a reward request queue. Perfect. So that's there now. And now we can go here and we can go to... Where's not okay? Not okay. I'm going to mark these all as complete. We have VIPs that we have to promote. AZ, Rem. Nope. I copy this. Boop, boop. Copy. Rem and Bran. Oh no, that was chair. Chair is done. Okay, so chair should also skip. Chair should also skip queue. Chair, edit. Skip queue, save. Skin rating we'll do later this week. I already have the evening fun thing planned. Tonight, the evening fun thing planned is a game called One of Us Always Lies, which is going to be quite fun. See, yeah, y'all are just being really unlucky. Should I up it to 2? Lots of redeems for no chair. Okay, so that's all set up now. So not okay is all done. It skips the record queue. Skips the request queue. Up it to 15%. How do I... Okay, let's just check something. Select... No. So where's chair? No. Where's okay? Here's okay. Equals... less... So if it's less than 15... here, and we're going to choose a random number between 0 and 100. Okay, so now it's 15%. Less than 15, do nothing. Continue. Else break. If random number percent. Okay, I'm going to test it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Tessie got it. Tessie got it. Oh, that's awesome. For 1,000 channel points, that's low. The fact that that's just always there is quite fun. You can just in any given moment. Okay, whack. Okay, thwack. It's just done. That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. I like that. We're keeping that. We're keeping that. All right. We're going to go set up here. I'm happy with my no prize. It's food time. I need food. All right. Microphone is up. A chance to do nothing, but also it's funny. Yep. That's the entertaining part. I don't know if I'm muted or not. Also, where's the ring? There should be a metal ring that holds that in place. That's okay. I'll find it later. All right, everybody. So you completed the quest, but it re-rolls. The Gapple quest is one of the ones that is re-rollable. Right? Probably tomorrow. Tonight we're doing something called One of Us Always Lies, which is meant to be quite fun. Oh, it still says 10%. I need to update the actual description. Okay, so hold on. Where's StreamerBot? Restore. I just changed the actual value behind the scenes. Platforms, channel point rewards, chair. No, that's chair. Cancel. Not okay. 15% chance to show Lagundo getting headshot. I'm doing good, Scurvy. How about yourself? Okay. Okay, nope. Leave that. Now, here's the thing. You have to remember that when we're not on this machine, those alerts don't work. So keep that in mind. Don't be renewing okay and everything when I go upstairs to cook. All right. We're going to go upstairs and cook. We're going to make lunch. I'm hungry. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's the only really way to do it. Okay. Is that... All right, change categories to cooking stream so Twitch doesn't obliterate you. Twitch should not get mad at me for that. All right, time for lunch. Time for lunch. Let's cook. Change to cooking. Cooking simulator, cooking menus. Cooking live. I'm just gonna put us to just chatting because I don't know what that is. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna restart stream from upstairs, which means stream is gonna be down for about 15-20 seconds. We will be right back. Catch you in a minute.